Okay, this training tip, what we're going to talk about, I see a lot of times, I see guys, the hitter now, I'm talking about the hitter, all right? The ideal way is to hit one hand's distance down, okay? And I like to be, if I have a choice, I like to be on the opposite side of Mike. I don't want to be on the same side when he's hitting, because he can throw his leg out towards me, and I can, when I'm hitting, all of a sudden I hit his leg first and then hit. If you can, the ideal spot to be is opposite the guy who's holding the tool, okay? Even though I'm more uncomfortable hitting from this side, it doesn't matter. When I see Mike line up on that side, I automatically come to the opposite side if I can. If there's a wall here, then we're both on the side. You know, it is what it is. You gotta go by what the hallway gives you, okay? I see this, I cringe. I see guys hitting sideways, trying to marry a narrow to a narrow, especially in smoke. Let me tell you something. You're not going to hit that tool every time right, and you're going to miss and break his fingers. I've seen guys do this from the same side as the guy, hitting narrow to narrow. If you do that and miss, I'm breaking his arm, or even worse, okay? I won't go there, all right? The ideal thing to do is to cross the tools all the time. Okay? And I've seen this too. A lot of times. How many times have you seen this, Mike?
A lot of guys.
Friday University, right? You guys training? You've seen it plenty of times. They come up and they do this. Look where my hand is, guys. If he moves the tool as I'm swinging, I break my fingers. That's a definite, especially with a good swing. I want to be at least a hand's distance down, and I want to cross the tools. And I only want to hit when he says to hit. When he says to hit, I'm coming right here, okay? And another good thing, you know, I see a lot of guys do in FDNY, where your hand goes, they'll put their colors of their company, and they say to the young guys, they say, grab your colors, grab your colors, and that's probably the best way to go. I also prefer, it's up to you, I prefer a stance where I'm on my one knee. I think it gives you just a better base to hit from. Okay, it gives you more strength. And a solid base. I see a lot of guys doing this, and that's fine. If that's what you're comfortable with, I think it takes away, if I did that, I think it takes away my power. Especially with bunker gear on, even in the crappiest hallway, you know, embers all over, you can still get down on one knee. It's just a more powerful hit, okay? It's just hitting tips. Any other, I can't think of any right now, but, oh, by the way, a maul, right? You've seen guys use the maul, right? The maul head is this big, all right, to hit this surface. That's fine. That's fine. They say, wow, there's a lot more firepower in a maul than in an axe. Well, not when you got a 10-pounder or an 8-pounder, but with the maul, it's actually a little tougher to hit exact. That's fine. When you have an axe with this, to cross it, it's a much bigger surface to hit. Okay, you can miss a little here or there, but you're still going to hit that tool. Plus, with an axe, I mean, how important is it when you have to hold the purchase, when you got really good locks, and you got this door to a point, and the door's not going, and I can come in here with the blade of the axe and hold it. It's a big metal chock, and you can drive it in with the back of the axe, drive the big metal chock, which is your axe, into the opening, even opening up the door even more. Sometimes it just pops that way. But even if it doesn't, when this is in,
it's not coming out.
You drop it right. It's not coming out in the edge. You drop it right above it behind the door, and you can slide up to any lock and pop any lock. Okay? So it's a little bit of hitting, and then we got into a little bit of other stuff.
One more good tip.
Go ahead.
Is to marry up the axe to the Halligan before you hit, so you get yourself in the position.
Excellent point. Even in heavy smoke, that's the best way, because as he's adjusting in heavy smoke, as he adjusts, I'm actually staying with him. And in heavy smoke, when I do this, when I hang it on there, I'll do a double tap. He'll say hit, and I'll give a double tap. He knows my light 2 taps in a row is not the hit.
Right.
So he'll say hit, I'll stay on it. In heavy smoke, think about it, guys. You can't see too much. He says hit, I go, and I'm not coming. He knows to stay steady, it's coming. But I know I'm coming, even with my eyes closed, I know I'm coming back to the same spot. Okay? Tips. All right, so hitting tips.